Alright guys, I have a new situation here. This is a 2003 Ford F150. It was brought to my shop for a starter. They tried to change the starter and the bolts were rusty and they break off. So I had to remove the studs that were in there, and I installed a new starter in place. But now I have a situation where the truck won't even start. Won't start or won't do anything. Let me show you what I mean by anything. I go inside the vehicle. I put the key in, and this is what I get. Nothing. Not even a chime or any kind. So there's no power coming to I believe I don't have any power coming to the relay box or something like that. My belief is that whenever they were trying to change the starter to replace the starter, probably they created a short and burn fuses. So I'm going to check. I have already checked all these fuses here. They're all intact. They're good. The ones under the steering column also, they're all intact. So I'm going to check them. My next step is to check the bigger fuses, like the main fuse. I believe there's one behind this little box in there. So I'm going to get to that, and I'll update on this situation. Alright, so after checking all my fuses and all the wiring, I was trying to find a mega fuse or a fuse link. And the fuse link is over here on this wire. I tested from here to over here, and there's conduction to it, so the fuse link is not bad. But we still have a no power at all with key forward. No signal of life into the truck. The customer also stated that he replaced the solenoid over here. This solenoid, he replaced it. And we have power on the bottom. This wire has power on the bottom, and this one on the top is ground. So if we follow the bottom wire after the solenoid, this right here, this cable, it comes to the alternator. So we don't need power to the alternator when we have key forward only. We don't need power to it. We need power to all the accessories and the vehicle. So what I believe, what the person did is he mistakenly put the red one on the top, which it was originally on the bottom, and the black one that goes to the alternator should be on the top. So we're going to correct that, and we're going to see if it works. Okay, I have rearranged the wires. Now the red one that goes to the fuse box, it's on the bottom. The black one that goes to the alternator is on the top. And I can already hear. I'm listening to the radio. I hear the radio working now. Let's check it out. I can hear power in the vehicle. Yep, we got power on the vehicle. The radio is working. I'm gonna turn that off. Gonna put the key back, and I can hear the chime. Key forward, and there we go. We got power to it. So that's a correction. Many people could do that mistake, so keep an eye on it. Remember the The red wire goes on the bottom. The black one to the alternator goes on the top. That's how it should be. And sometimes it's hard to find this kind of mistakes. Hope this video helped you out. Okay, after correcting the power issue, I'm still having problems with the vehicle starting. I can only hear the starter just like engaging, but the engine is not moving at all. I had a friend helping me to start it, and I don't see the crank pulley moving. I can only hear a noise on the starter, so I want to show you this, guys. I don't know if you can hear it. So it's just making a noise like the starter's engaging, but the vehicle is not starting. It's not moving the main pulley. And this is the new starter. Well, I'll say new, but it's a customer's used starter. The old one that he had, he left it at home, and he brought me a used one, I believe, from a junkyard. I don't think the starter is bad. I'm just gonna have to check if the flywheel is intact or is broken. That could be the case, so I'm gonna have to remove the starter again. Right, I am under the vehicle. I have already removed the starter, and I can see inside, and the flywheel looks okay. It's not damaged, so I'm gonna order a new starter instead of a used one, because the used one could have a faulty, or it could be I'm not sure actually, but I'm trying to rule out, because with the one that was installed, the used one, the engine won't turn over. If I have like a crank and turn over and won't start, that's a different scenario, but the starter's not even moving the engine, the flywheel. So we're going to order a new one, and I'm going to install it and see what happens. Right, so the new starter is installed, and I'm going to go check if the vehicle cranks this time. The starter it's not that difficult to install. You can put your hand from over the chassis over here to tie this your hot wires, the big one and then the small one, from up over here, from above, on the tire side, above your chassis. And I have put the ground in there, and I can tie the other one from down here as well. So I'm gonna go test the vehicle, see if it works. All right, I just want to film the way to see if we have any success. I'm gonna put my battery back in place. Alright, got power. We solved that issue. Now let's see if it starts. There you go. Now it starts. The vehicle starts. We have confirmed the fix. So we actually had two problems on this vehicle. That was misplaced. Those two wires were misplaced. The used starter was faulty, or for some reason it wasn't catching the flywheel. The flywheel was intact, was in woodworking order. Alright guys, so I want to give you an update. I was wrong about the wiring here at the starter relay. Both of them, the red one and the alternator wire, goes on the bottom. Only the small red one This is a small red one that goes to the starter solenoid, goes on the top of the relay, and the signal from the switch is right there. So both of the thick wires go on the bottom. What was happening, if I left it on the previous Todd, it would burn my my starter, and I already burned one starter because my customers brought it like that, one on the top and one on the bottom, but flipped. So I'm just trying to help someone that had a mistake like this one. Look for that. If your starter keeps spinning without stopping, it's because you got those wires in a different position. They should be both of them on the bottom.